Good evening, folks. Red County Blue Nation. Stephen Rorick, Mike Boring, James McMahon. Jimmy, how you doing this evening, buddy?
It's a scorcher out there today.
Man, it's hot.
It's smoking. Yeah, we got some cattle hold and got some other plumbing stuff done today and some fence mending and trying to find a new well pump. Need a new well pump from a place, so.
No, I was seeing 3 degrees off the all-time high. 96 was the record high in Westcliff, and it was 93 today. So, and I was off the hill in Pueblo and Canyon with no AC, which it ain't that big a deal, but out, luckily a guy drank a good
2 or 3 gallons of water.
I didn't get that much, but so yeah. So, folks, as you can see, how do you like me now? The Shield of Liberty. We got to cracking. This is part of the finale. I want to thank everyone. I mean, really thank everyone, especially Seifert's. Eric, Jake, Robert Buffum. Really appreciate you guys, man. I mean, you're a premier, the biggest donor.
Pretty awesome, gentlemen. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, we kicked some ass, boys. We got $25,000 worth of fireworks plus all the insurance on all that shit. So
yeah, and thank everybody else too. I know there's a lot of other people.
That, there's a lot of $1,000 sponsors.
Man, I tell you, and it's.
I don't want to name a bunch of names because I don't want to leave nobody out.
Absolutely. I won't get into that at all.
I just wanted to, and Westcliff Concrete, Lee and you guys, I mean, there's the gold sponsor there. So yeah, man, appreciate you guys a lot. This is going to be the finale, folks. So we actually have 11 finales. So don't think that it's over. It's going to be approximately 52 minutes long with 11 finales. Hopefully we're going to have a loudspeaker where we can
do some communicating.
Yeah, tell them, hey,
this is what's coming.
Do you want some more?
Ready?
I can't hear you.
I can't hear you.
See if everybody's going, yeah!
250 years of this great country.
250, baby!
150 for the state of Colorado, is that right?
Yep, 150 for the state of Colorado. I don't mean to brag and boast, but this single firework alone, folks, cost $600. The old Kraken. And it's a 1 out of 5 for the grand finale here, so we can... I know y'all can't get away from our pretty face, so... I'm trying. Chinger wanger in the mic.
Pretty heavy.
They're huge.
Did you want to?
Yeah.
By cracking.
Party on America. We got the Old Glory. We got We the People.
You got that. This one's got some weight to it now.
And then
chicken on a chain.
I don't know. Chicken on the chain, folks. I don't know what.
I know they got a chain link fence and chicken's foot on there and then a chain on it.
Yeah, I'd like chain gang. I don't know just what that is, but
Sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, it sounds pretty cool.
12 shots in it. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's a $80.
Yeah.
$80 shotster.
Boy, there's nothing cheap about this stuff. I remember
man.
Back in the day, it wasn't hardly anything.
It's
cheap plenty nowadays.
That's what I say. It's a big deal. And I want to thank Rich Smith at the Sheriff's Office, Jeremiah Coleman, John Tillison over at the Fire Department. I mean, I know you guys are kind of, I know you can do what needs to be done and kind of massage the rules a little bit, but we're getting ready to go into a fire ban. But we're up on the rock bluff. We're going to do a little pre-burn. They're going to do a pre-burn. They'll have trucks everywhere. I mean, the show is going to go on, folks. So I wouldn't surprise me if this is one of the very few fireworks in Colorado this year. So
a lot of places. I mean,
yeah,
there's 7 states or something that's just hyper dry.
Man, there for the last time I was down in Wetmore, it was kind of green.
Kinda.
I mean,
now it's brown.
Oh, it's torched.
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, I'm watching the valley go from semi-green to.
Yeah, we got the adjuster out there today. We're going to turn cows in on our meadow tomorrow or the day after, whatever Chucky wants. Bad news, folks. Bad news. Pray for rain.
Man, oh man.
Proposition Bill Gates and all these jackasses to. I seen some stupid thing on one of these real liberal news networks. They're going to try to block out the sun to stop the heat wave. It's like, if you guys would quit messing with it, everything would be fine. But yeah, we know they have their agendas. So, but speaking of agendas, you want to go ahead and talk about the old meet and greet?
Yeah. So a group of us, can I even say that?
Yeah, grassroots
group of people.
Individual group of
individuals.
People. I mean, we can be completely frank here. I mean, this should have been sponsored by the CCRCC, the Custer County Republican Central Committee, and I'll take part of the blame. The executive board will have to take the other part of the blame. I mean, it just fell through the cracks. We didn't have much time. Harold Frank did a really nice job of calling all these candidates. He actually invited every Republican candidate on the ticket, on your ballot, which your ballots are already there, folks. And we're encouraging everyone not to vote yet. We'd like you to come and listen to this group of individuals. Mike's posted it on the website. And this is independent and Democrats too, right? I mean, come see what these guys got to say and what they're about, because it makes a big difference, or it made a big difference for me to actually meet these people and see what they.
These are your representatives. These are the people that take the money from you and do your government bidding for you. So, I mean, we've got Brad Baltzley's the coroner, Rich Smith. There's no reason you don't get out and talk to these folks. Get to know them. Put a person with the face
and the way this works, right, is from 4:30 to 6. You can meet all the candidates. They'll all have their own table. They'll have, their own donation envelope, so you can donate to the candidates to their table. We won't be taking any money at all for the candidates. I mean, this is really on the borderline of election in election law. We are going to try to generate a little money from a silent auction to try to pay our expenses, which are, this deal's
the advertisement.
It's going to cost near. It's going to get close to $4,000 by the time it's said and done.
Yeah. So it's not a cheap date. It's
not a cheap date.
It's an effort going in to help introduce these folks to our county, our community. It's community service, and that's what we're here for. So we do.
Yep, and so if any extra money, if we cover our expenses, any extra money will be donated to the Mortar Man, which is
fire.
I mean,
4th of July.
I can't think of a better place to put the money at this point. I mean,
it's a registered 501c3.
It is a registered
501c3. All legit.
Yeah, this is all tax deductible, right? So if you made a decent contribution, you can talk to Brian about getting a paper that you can give to your tax guy.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, this is definitely tax deductible, these donations for this stuff. So,
But the meet and greet is really...
It's next Tuesday, right? It's coming up so fast that we've all been trying to give her the full throttle, and we're trying to put out radio ads and Facebook ads and flyers and personal Facebook forums and just about every darn thing we can do to try to spread the word and
try to get people to get out and walk amongst the people that are doing your bidding for you. You ought to at least put a face to the name. So if you got to call them, maybe break the ice and get to know them.
The ornery part about it is, or the ornery part I feel about it is, so many people just don't think that it's worth it to even vote, let alone try to engage with who they might be voting for. So, there's this huge disconnect. That's why we're trying to get some of the young. We're treading on thin ice here about talking about Republicans, but let's face it, folks, this is a Republican. Like I said, we just let it fall through the cracks with the Republican Party so we could use their name, their support. They kind of balked a little bit, and so we're like, we'll show you about balking. We can do stuff without you, and we will. Right? We're not trying to snap our suspenders or whatever, but when you leave us, if for a second we felt like we were out in the cold, we're big boys, and we will carry on with or without you. So that's how we ended up where we were at. Maybe we were a little rushy, a little brash, a little
aggressive.
Well, or assuming that maybe they were thinking something that they weren't.
Definitely weren't on the same page.
We weren't on the same page, but there was a lot of personal things that were happening within the community with the people that are involved. There still is. People have their lives and people get old and they get ill and things happen. And, there's just a lot of stuff that goes on in everyday world that we all have to, kind of keep up with. But
absolutely,
this is important. It's free to come. We will have a food truck. There's an after party at the Be Social Feed Store. Feed Store is a really nice place, really a nice venue to have an evening gathering in the summer.
Absolutely.
A lot of nice trees and
nice outdoor setting and whatnot.
Yeah, nice big outdoor patio. They're willing to. They're not open on Tuesday, but my friends Byron and Katie, right? They've been on the podcast before, right? So they. I asked them if they would be willing, and so like I said, they're not usually open on Tuesdays, but they're going to come up and open it up and get some staff, and so we're hoping that everybody will support that, right? So it's not a flop.
Yep, needs some participation. So
participation.
Make it a nice evening out. Get to meet your people that are at least throwing their hat in the ring to be a politician. So that's where you got to go. I would encourage everybody to get involved before it's too late.
Too late to apologize.
But yeah, there's a lot of battles going on. You just got to be in the fight and do the best you can on.
There's nothing else.
Sorting it out and trying to do the best you can on kind of guiding your government, because it's we the people. It's not we the government. So we need to be involved in our government. There's a few other things, there's some other stuff that's going on too. People holding folks accountable, which is very, very honorable.
Well, and that's
what it really comes down to.
That's what we've been doing the whole time, folks. That's why we have this podcast. Some people try to say, "Oh, you got to be quiet." It's like, good luck with telling me to be quiet. You ain't been telling me what to do the whole time, and you ain't going to start now. Just saying, right? Jimmy and I do this because we want to, because we feel that it's our duty to try to educate.
Absolutely.
So,
and it's our First Amendment.
But talking about, to get back on track here with some of the, hopefully you can still see me. This Craig Steiner that somehow got elected to the GOP chair.
No, it's the head of the Colorado
Yeah.
GOP. He's like the head.
Yeah, so this Britta Horn, she's been in there raising havoc, stole $500,000, her and her attorney.
Kind of fleeced the Republican Party.
Oh, terrible. And they're the ones that are against the caucus, and they want the open primary. They basically want to do away with all of that so they can just push their candidates through. And that's what we're going to talk about here, folks. I mean, there's a lot of really underhanded stuff. Okay, so this comes off. Most of you probably, excuse me, kind of have to go blow my nose here. Okay, so the Rhino Watch comes out on Colorado Rhino Watch comes out on the Red County Blue Nation. But they're talking about con man Craig, right? This is Craig Steiner. Lies to get elected and then betrays the grassroots. Newly elected Colorado GOP chair Craig Steiner stood in front of hundreds of Republicans and conned them into voting for him because he assured them he was a longtime supporter of opting out of the disastrous open primaries and wanted to return to a system in which you had to be Republican to vote in a Republican primary. It was a lie. His first act as chair was to remove most opt-out supporters from party committees and replace them with rhinos who oppose the opt-out and want to eliminate the caucus and then the assembly altogether. Then, in a slap to the face to Republicans, he appointed establishment hack Laura Carno to the state executive committee. Just 2 months ago, more than 2,000 delegates voted to censure Carno because of her anti-opt-out stance and her support of former Chair Horn's failed leadership and fraudulent legal fees that have pushed the party to the brink of financial ruin. Steiner betrayed us all and is now actively working to kill the opt-out. The opt-out is we were trying to put the pressure with attorneys to get out of this open primary, folks. That's what we've been talking about. What they're trying to do is water down and weaken the Republican Party by putting these weak-ass candidates in there. And that's what we're fixing to talk about some more. I got another guy that we're going to talk about here. This is... Even though we're Republican, we're talking about Republican, we vote Republican, these Democrats, these globalists, they have this manipulation to be able to put these transplants in there, these rhinos, right? Republican in name only. If you don't know that, I'm sure most all y'all listen to us know that rhino is Republican in name only. So it's like, that kind of reminds us of some of our local commissioners, right? You say you're Republican, but yet you act like a Democrat, right? You spend all of our money, you make terrible decisions, you do stuff behind our back, you do all the bullshit that a bunch of lying, thieving, cheating bastards do. And that's what they're doing at the state level with this Craig Steiner. And I mean, it's going to be...
He didn't even get an applause, right?
That's what we've heard. He didn't even get an applause.
After he was elected.
He somehow got 54% of the vote. And the guy that was leading 5-1 in all the straw polls, Joe Altman, he only got 17%. So, I mean, that just lets you know, we talked about this last week before. The people that you are voting into your chairs, into the office locally, you have to, that's where it starts. Because then they're going up and they're electing the next level of officials, and on up and on up and on up. And that's how they're undermining our integrity and undermining our state and undermining our country.
So if you have a conviction to get involved and you want to bring some honor and integrity back to being a patriot in America here, please get involved. I mean, even start off small and grow into something. And that's why we like the young people to get involved, because there's a lot to learn and to absorb and to kind of digest. And if you get in, the sooner you get involved, the sooner you can start cultivating some knowledge and experience about how this stuff works. Because it's definitely a different animal. It's a whole new animal. And the conniving and the strategy and then the dark money, and I mean, it's a battle. So that's where we're at. And you need to get, if you don't do it, no one else is going to. So if you have an inkling of conviction to get involved, please do. And we'll do whatever we can to help.
Once again, 719-371-0233, Precinct 3 PCP. Call me about any questions or problems you have with the Republican Party. That's what I'm here for.
Yep, Jim McMahon, PCP in 1. 719-783-0313. Landline, leave a message. We'll get back to you. 783-0313.
So this continues to say that we will fight back. There will be an organized effort to convene a special meeting of the party and, if necessary, lawsuits to challenge the conduct of conman Craig's disgraceful and his betrayal of the grassroots. We will hold him and the puppet masters pulling his strings, the congressionals, accountable. Raymond Garcia with the Colorado Hispanic Republican reacts. Ron Hanks, the only true conservative in the CD3. This is a whole another topic. Ron Hanks in the CD3 race. As state rep, Ron Hanks fought out for the Second Amendment, election integrity, our children's education, and against the racial left. The current rep, Rhino Jeff Hurd, pretends to be a conservative, but he earned an F from the Heritage Action. He defended radical Ilhan Omar, opposed Trump on critical America First, and even supported the awful car kill switch. Dark money donors and lobbyists who control Herd are flooding the mailboxes with liar flyers. Don't fall for it. Click on the Rhino Watch for above detailed comparison. So that's what I wanted to talk about too. So that's what's going on. I mean, I kind of hate to bring this up, but it's what's happening. This it's the same thing that's happening with Matt Alexander and Michelle Gray. I'm sure that you've seen all of these flyers about saying that Matt Alexander didn't pay his taxes and he's going to steal your taxes. Folks, that's the farthest thing from the truth. And so what it is it's a third party. It's a third party by this guy, Kent 30, Thiry. Kent 30, often misspelled as 30, is a wealthy businessman, philanthropist, and political activist, best known for the former CEO and executive chairman of DaVita Incorporated, a major kidney care dialysis company. He has a long-standing interest in politics shaped by his education and business success, with a focus on nonpartisan or tripartisan election and government reforms. 30 is a major donor in Colorado, a major donor and activist, particularly in Colorado, where he spent millions, at least $6 to $13 million in recent efforts in recent years on states and local efforts. Well, I can't hardly read right now. I don't know what's going on. His given often supports election reforms. He has heavily funded successful 2016 ballot measures, Ballotopedia initiatives, the support for physical tax reforms, property tax changes, and further election overhauls. So if you look on the bottom, it's Colorado Conservation Leadership Fund. If you look on the smear campaign against Matt Alexander, it says the Colorado Conservation Leadership Fund. That's him. And they're spending millions and millions of dollars to slander people like Matt Alexander that are actually good, solid Republicans that want to do right for the Republic. And what they're doing is trying to undermine us and get these rhinos in there. That's what they're doing with Jeff Hurd against Ron Hanks. So, I mean, this is a big deal, folks. I mean, I haven't checked my mailbox for a little while, but, you know, Dad out at the ranch, I mean, he's gotten like 4 or 5 of these things that says support Michelle Gray. And I'm not taking anything away from Michelle, but the problem is that Michelle's name is on the ad, but it's not paid for by Michelle. And so she's playing dirty ball. I mean, she tells us to our face, we've watched her talk 4 or 5 times. Oh, hell, between Matt and I, right, we're a piece of a pod, and whichever one of us gets in, we'll do the same good thing. But that's not the case, folks. She's been funded by these rhinos to keep taking America down, taking Colorado down. And they're using this big money and these funds to put these smear campaigns out that are not illegal because they're not hooked with Michelle Gray's campaign, right? It doesn't say that.
Looks like it's at arm's distance.
It is at arm's distance, but the thing is, and I'm not trying to say anything bad about Michelle, but if she really wanted to, she could say, well, I don't support that. And she's not doing that. That's my problem there.
Well, therein lies to me, that speaks volumes. Because I heard them both say, look, we're not going to get into
the proof's in the pudding.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know what else I don't know.
I mean, she spent, from what I heard, $61,000 to try to belittle Matt Alexander.
Well, there's a lot of money out there, and they want their way, and they'll buy their way, and they'll do whatever they got to. No moral code at all. Just dog eat dog mentality. We got the money, we'll blow you out of the saddle. And that's why it's we, the people, as just hardworking, normal folks, got to get wrap our arms around the other normal folks that are going to go there and be like we are and say, wait a minute now, that ain't right. Instead of serving something else that's not us.
So yeah, they're trying to get away from the caucus, which is, you know, Colorado is one of the few states that still has a caucus, that we can pick these candidates from the very start. You all know that we've been working really hard. We worked real hard to get Taylor through the caucus. We got a couple other candidates, you know, Brad and Rich and JD, and I mean, all of these candidates we got through the caucus.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot.
They want to get rid of that so that you as the voting community doesn't have a chance to pick those people.
Absolutely, they're trying to neutralize the voice of the people, and that's why we can't say it any louder, harder, or better than you have to get involved. It is so vital to your existence in the future. If you don't, well, we all are going to get what we deserve. So we're going to do whatever we can, and we're going to encourage other folks to get involved. That's what this podcast is about, is let's win as a patriotic American, good moral, upright values, good work ethics, and, you know, not everybody's going to get a trophy all the time. It's the way it is. A little boy is not going to be a little girl. Just simple things like that. And a boy should not be competing against a girl. I mean, it's immoral. It's just not even close to being. I mean, how did somebody even think of that? I mean, it's asinine. Anyways, that's the mentality that we're trying to combat. Another thing is we got to watch some of the policies and the grants that are being implemented here in the county. There's a lot to be paying attention to. We almost need a person full time to pay attention to what these politicians are doing. I mean, almost every day. You almost have to have a full-blown reporter watching, questioning, and seeing what they're doing, the business of the people. We're too busy working. We can't pay attention to what's going on. And we need a watchdog. we need to get a watchdog, in my opinion. A strong, somebody that knows the questions to ask.
It takes more than one.
It takes more than one, but one would be a start.
It would, but I mean, there's
you got the
Chronicle. It's more than one can handle it. Yeah, and the Chronicle's about to come online. I do apologize. We've kind of, I mean, we want it to be so perfect that sometimes maybe we've almost missed a few points there trying to get it just right instead of just going with the flow and making it happen. But we're there.
Well, we got some heavy duty people that are heavy in talent. And they definitely want to make sure that, things are going properly.
Yeah, we first impression is always the biggest thing. And, a lot of the stuff I study, though, like the atomic habits and that kind of thing, a lot of everything is getting going. You can sit there and think that you're the greatest and you're going to do this and do that and plan, and then every opportunity passes you by. Where somebody that jumped in with both feet is actually going to be more successful and get more done, because most of the time action always speaks louder than words.
Going off half-cocked is... Sometimes you can learn a bunch in a short time, and you can suffer. A burnt hand's the best teacher. Wise planning, common sense, keeping abreast of the facts, and hard work are the 4 ingredients you got to have. But definitely, Steve, what you're saying, more times than not, things aren't so complicated that you can't just go ahead and semi-jump in and get it going. Here we go. Win, lose, or draw.
It's always a fine line.
Yep. And red flags, if there was something that somebody wrote and they wanted published in the, in the Chronicle, somebody has to look at that and evaluate it.
Yeah.
There has to be an editor. I guess that's what they call them folks. Is it like an editor? The guy that owns a newspaper and says, yeah, we'll put that in or we won't put this in, and kind of a control joint in all of it.
Yeah, if you align with the values of the mission statement, as we call it.
Yeah, there you go.
We need a Bahama Mama with one of them big fan things to fan us.
I'm cooked.
I don't know why I didn't think I was so hot when I came in here, but I'm pretty hot right now.
And it's 70 in here.
Yeah,
so we got a lot of heat. I mean, I can feel me. I know I got ready. You know what I mean? I've been in the hot sun for several days, working on a 6-inch water line in an 8-foot hole with cobblestones and electric lines and
all the fun stuff.
Yeah, it's been plenty hot.
But yeah, so it's important, folks, to understand what kind of trickery these people are, or what we call the liar, or what they call the liar flyers.
The liar flyers.
I mean,
can't really say it better than that.
This guy has put out a lot of money to try to slander these candidates, and I mean, it's the two that we were talking about is just 2 races. I mean, there's like 10 races that he's doing that in.
Yeah, he's going to get his way with his money and his power and his influence, and he doesn't care.
And there's no care factor. What they're really trying to do is beat down the Republican side so they can get Democrats elected. That's what they're trying to do, is get the Democrats in there.
Yeah, well, it's happening. Pretty much we're saturated with that kind of tactic, all the way from the very, very minute elections or people that are representing us in whatever facets. It's the school board, the government building, all of that. It is all those people. Some people get in there and they have a pure servitude attitude, and they want to do a good job in their public servants with the right attitude. Others are in there and they have a very devious agenda is the reason they're in there. And somebody said, if you want to run, I got a lot of money, I'll back you. But push my agenda. And we're very naive. We don't get it because we look at everything with clean eyes. There's no way that's happening.
All we know as a voter is whatever we get in the mail and see on TV.
Yep.
That's why this
meet and greet.
That's why this is so critical, folks. So you can actually get up here and hear these people speak and see what they're about. And so Michelle Gray and Matt Alexander are both scheduled for this meet and greet. And I mean, they're both going to come up here and give their whys and why nots and why they think they're the better candidate. And
absolutely.
I mean, it seems like they're pretty close. When you just listen to them the first time, they almost seem like they're kind of close policy-wise, right? Well, more education and make the schools better and do this and do that. But what's been going on with these flyers that have come out against Matt here in the last 2 to 3 weeks? I mean, if Michelle didn't agree with that, she should have stopped them flyers, even though it doesn't have her name. Her name is on there, but it's just not paid for by her. And so, I mean, that just lets you know that she's not as upstanding as she should be, or she would shut that down.
I mean, the horse is already up the barn now, so I don't even know what to think. But it is what it is. Here again, we're just throwing these people out there and inviting you folks. You need to go shake their hand, look them in the eye, ask them some questions, and then hold them to that. If they agree to the same thing that you're agreeing on a particular issue, you have that time that's locked. Space and time, it's locked. You've had that conversation. And if they go squirrely on you, you got to get on the horn. You got to say, now, wait a minute. I voted for you because you was going to do this. And now you're going against it. So that's where we don't do our follow-up. That's where we're losing it. I mean, I watched it right here. Oh, yeah, ain't no low-income housing. Oh, we call that workforce. Oh, no, we're not doing any of that. Yeah, I know you guys supported me. So the asinine stuff that takes place is they'll promise you everything and then turn their back on you.
I suppose it's a good time to let the community know that we actually got release from the district attorney to say that we did not make threats against the commissioners. I mean, it took a while there, so anybody that still thinks that we did, shame on you. I mean, you know better than that. But yeah, I mean, that all started back because they lied to my dad over this low-income housing, and they're over here doing the shit. No, I didn't have nothing to do with it. As the tractors are digging, there's 3 or 4 track hoes over there, and oh man, that's a hell of a project.
They're knocking it out. Oh, Ed's getting on her. Good job, Ed. I mean, it's good for the local contractors.
Yeah,
it is what it is. It is what it is, and we're going to keep marching forward. But we've got to do better, holding these people accountable when they make promises and they're not kept. There needs to be some consequences.
Well, when they tell you something and don't, when they tell you something that's not credible.
And when they lie to you.
And when they lie to you.
That's right.
And then you call them out on it, and then all of a sudden I'm making death threats.
It's going to kill me.
Oh my God.
Gee, many Christmas.
What
Talk
a bunch of
political assassination during the political atmosphere. When you have men that are representing the community, we're holding you accountable just because we have a stage. You guys get all wham-wham, and then you hyper-react, and then it just...
And you're right in there, too, Jordan. You can go fly a kite where the sun don't shine, prick.
Well, at the end of the day, it's all coming around. It's all coming around. We're going to win. We're winning. That's what I know. We're winning. And I really like that you guys just really knocked yourselves out on this firework.
Oh man,
You guys, I mean, just telling you, the community, our community rose to the occasion. 250th year in the 150 years for Colorado, and our patriotic politicians and public servants that are actually true and are patriotic and are solid Americans said, yeah, we can take the extra precautions and still put the show on. Hello. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. We got some good with the bad. But what's going on is you got a lot of patriotism, and we've got another 250 years to maintain this country, and it's on us. It's on us. We've got to keep it going for another 250. So those seeds of patriotism and knowledge and being involved in our politics, that's what it's going to take. It's going to take us being involved to maintain our republic. And that's what this is about. We've got to. Losing is not an option. There's nowhere else to go. This is it.
Now, if America falls, folks, then it's the new socialist regime. Yep, Last Frontier. One of the best fireworks shows in Custer County. I've had a lot of people say the best fireworks show they've ever seen.
Yeah.
Even the fireworks guy is like, I wished I could be here.
Yeah, so this is an awesome deal. Huge deal. And I'd like to see Custer County being that shining light and leading and being inspirational and leading by example, man. I am proud to be in this county right now. With all this goofy stuff going on, there's a lot of good, and that good's coming through. And that's where I'm at. I feel good. Because we're in the battle. We're in the battle, encouraging and inspiring and having that positive hope, and that's where we're at. We're going forward, and we're winning, hands down. And there'll be some stuff that comes out here in the next week, or 10 days, or a month, or a couple months.
Just like it always has been. I mean,
it's coming.
We're working on it. Round Mountain, the whole 9 yards. I mean, it's just...
There's a bunch going on. I'm excited about the fireworks. Man, I've never seen so many fireworks before in my life. They're everywhere. So are we going to speak of something else, Stephen?
I mean, I think we about have it wrapped up. I mean, I don't...
Think we're good to go?
I don't know about you, but I'm...
Beat?
Yeah, I can't even
Vapor-locked?
I can't even hardly talk. I'm over here...
We're both beat. I was hauling cattle and fixing fence, and the last few days I was in, like I said, we had that...
Yeah, I left at 4 o'clock this morning to go haul water. I already hauled... I hauled 4 loads. I should have... Couldn't quite fit 5, so we got 5. Got 4 semi-loads of water, and then went and tried to fix some brakes.
Yeah, no, hammer down, man. Hammer down. So yeah, I've been up and running myself and got quite a few things done today. Didn't get everything done, but we got some stuff checked off the list.
Yep.
Made some progress.
List is long. We are looking for a few donations for the silent auction. I mean, you know, there's a couple of the food joints in town that have been willing to put up, a couple, $200 gift cards and
$200 gift cards at some of the restaurants and whatnot.
So, if anybody wants to support the Republican Party and is confident about all these people coming in,
well, and it also, if we earn more, we get to contribute to, the fireworks for next year.
Yeah, buddy.
And that's a big deal.
So, yeah, I mean, I guess if that's...
Yeah, I think we're good.
Plus, my phone is...
A little...
What sucked up a bunch of iron filings into the speaker, and it's...
It's very magnetic.
Sounds like a blown subwoofer. It's all... Yeah, it's really giving me the business.
So if you folks, if you got something that you want to get to the silent auction, Who would they contact, Stephen?
Once again, you can contact me. You can contact Harold. You can contact
Harold Franks.
Yep, Harold Frank.
That's the 371-1570. Something like that.
Yeah, you can also contact Stacy Kish, 360-303-2592. 360-303-2592.
Harold Franks is 719-371-1570. So if you have something that you want to donate in a silent auction,
we surely appreciate it, because we're just trying to keep our money together here, with our locals, and what if we make a few extra cents, we'll donate it to the fireworks. If not, we're just gonna, the locals are willing to eat the cost. So
our profit, the real profit here is the community meeting. These officials, these folks that are running, that could possibly be your new elected official. And here again, we've got a bunch of folks on that are here. I mean, Taylor, as our commissioner, he's not being opposed, but he's going to be there, right? Taylor's going to be there.
Oh yeah, he's
and
speaking.
You get to be able to talk to the T-Town, we call him T-Town. Anyways, you get to meet and greet him, and then if you haven't met Brad Balsley, or if you haven't met the sheriff, if you haven't, whoever's coming. Because you get a chance to meet your local folks.
JD said he couldn't be here, so
some folks are going to make it.
And I mean, it's on a Tuesday night, and it's pretty unhandy, really. But the reason why we did that is because that was the only day that the governor candidate had a chance, and we invited them all too, folks. Victor Marks and Kirk Meyer and whoever that other one. I mean, they all got invited, but Scott Bottoms is the only one that's willing to come here. So
that's the way it worked out. We're doing the best we can, and we would appreciate that our time isn't being wasted, that the community would rally, because it's just a small individuals that are doing this.
Yeah, it's just a handful of us.
And the silent auction is, how does that really work? The money that we're spending for advertisement and all of the...
It's basically for advertisement.
It's for advertisement to offset that cost.
To try to get people here, to get them informed. I mean,
and we've got a bookkeeper. It's all being kept 100% in line. Everything is 100% tracked.
We don't want somebody to try to say we did this or did that. We know that we're squared away.
100% above reproach. Thank you, Stacy. She has got an accountability thing that is just stellar. So,
and tomorrow night, CCRCC meeting. It's a vacancy election. They'll be electing a PCP for Precinct 2, as well as the treasurer. Stacy is running for the treasurer against Don Ramsdale, and at this point we think that maybe Kathy Lutz is running. We haven't heard of anybody else that is throwing their name in the hat for that PCP 2 position. So
Precinct 2, Kathy Lutz is volunteering to be that person, and we don't know if anybody's running against her. So
we haven't heard of anybody. So
we haven't heard.
With that being said, folks, we're going to let you go for the evening.
Pray for rain.
Pray for rain. Try to keep cool. We'll talk to you next week.